Right. Oh, changing trash. All I'm hearing is wind. Hey Max, how you doing?
See me trying to oh my god. She see
What'd
me
you say?
trying to put a bag in a bag.
Oh, it was
The
hard to
bag
hear
with
you because of the wind.
the bag with the trash in it was in my hand, hanging, vertical because gravity and all that. And the other one was horizontal
Oh,
because of wind. I'm like, man.
how you doing, Max? Good.
Right.
I'm sitting
Oh.
outside to stay cool until the house cools down a little bit.
Where'd the black fan that we brought you go?
The what?
That black fan.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Black fan.
In the window?
That one we brought you?
The garage fan?
Yeah.
Oh no, it went out.
Oh.
It quit working.
Oh.
And that's why I had to buy, yeah, that's why I had to buy the one in the living room and the one in the kitchen window. Hello, Tara.
Hold please.
And this wind, if we'd have just had a decent amount of it earlier today, that would have made things a lot easier.
Yeah. Why is that all in the trash? Screw you guys, I'm digging that up tonight. Boards.
Oh my God, bring them over here. My phone fell. Hello, Money. How you doing?
I'm gonna dig those out here a little bit.
Oh, we're doing okay. Just getting ready to get our weekend started. You know, we do our lives Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so here we are. How you doing?
It's gross.
Yeah, I imagine the bugs are pretty bad.
Hey, we're almost done with this renovation now. That's all we got left so far, like parking lot wise.
Well, is that good or bad? What part of they got to finish?
I don't know. We have one container. One left. Hey, the telehandler's gone. Okay, cool. Forklift is gone.
The what?
The forklift.
Oh,
It went back.
good. Maybe it'll be all finished.
Rumor has it Sean was here this week.
Got what?
Rumor has it Sean was here this week.
Oh, did you work Tuesday?
No, I could have, but I couldn't get Scott to wake up enough to answer me, and I wasn't about to deal with him being stuck at home. Oh, it's disgusting outside.
It's what?
It's disgusting outside.
Oh, I know. But it's a hell of a lot better out here than it is in my house. It's getting better in the house. I've got the fans pointed towards the door, and you can feel the warm air coming out. So it's going to get better.
We were at Ollie's earlier after we did your AC. We were at Ollie's, looking at the window unit options they had, because that one by your house had a lot.
Had a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Different
I don't
sizes,
have the
different
money for
brands.
them. What kind of price are they at?
Yeah, it depends on the size.
Huh? Oh, I got your wind.
It depends on the size.
Oh, what? Oh, it depends on the size.
Yeah, the BTU size.
Yeah.
Ow.
Where's everybody at?
I don't know. So earlier there was a joke made when Scott said that Scott told Angie that he asked her a question and they were kind of just messing with each other back and forth. He said, "I'm putting the better driver in it." She goes, "I don't know."
Oh,
That's how I got to work.
really?
Yeah. I put my jacket. I went downstairs and got dressed in my work clothes, and by habit, grabbed my jacket and put it on and walked out the garage. I'm like, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it was pretty damn warm. I went out about 7:30 to have a cigarette. Had I not been on the east side of the building, it'd have been hot as shit. It was crazy, and of course, I was not feeling it tonight. I just got to keep telling myself, I work 5 hours a week. I mean, a day. This is not hard stuff, and I'm whining because I just ain't feeling it. And I'm like, God, Kristen, it's 5 damn hours. Shut up.
Hello,
Hello,
Harrison.
Harrison. What'd you say, Tori?
I was saying hi to Harrison.
Oh, I thought I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
So guess what? I have absolutely no idea where my front desk shirts are. They're in my house somewhere.
You better find them.
I know. I need to so I can wash them. They're probably mixed up in the kids' laundry, honestly. I mean, because I think it was Monday morning. I believe it was Monday morning when that storm sat east of here, sat in Butler County for an hour, didn't
Yeah,
move,
yeah.
and I got home and it started pouring down rain. Oh, my jacket, and my pants were wet, so I had stuck those in the washer with the rest of the clothes I'd put in the evening before and forgot to start. So I just tossed them in there. I was going to start it, but didn't because I went to go wake Scott up and uh, the kids. What was it? Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe. I had totally forgot that stuff was in the washer. Like I completely forgot. Like the washer didn't exist. So apparently the kids didn't pay attention to the. I think they felt the wet pants on top. They were still kind of damp, so they assumed that all of it was wet and put it in the dryer. I'm like, guys, none of that was washed. And then had them. I made them put their tablets down for 5 seconds to go find my laundry because they took it out of the dryer. Or no, They were something about they were supposed to put it in the dryer, but they didn't. They just stuck it in a basket off to the side. Ew, what the hell is that? That's a big ass beetle.
A big beetle.
Kind of freaked me out there. Oh, that feels good. So yeah, my clothes went missing for a while, but because the kids switched out laundry like that, I think my shirts disappeared in their laundry.
Yeah, you'll have to find those. I got two more shirts this week, so now I'm finally not going to have to worry about washing my work shirt every other day or every day. Just depends on the day.
Yeah.
One of the
Chris?
girls, I tell you what, I asked Christian, I said, "Do I have a sign on me?" And I'm spun around in front of him, and he said, "No, why?" And I said, "Then explain to me why these damn teenagers seem to think they can tell me what to do. They're not even managers. I'm done with that crap." And he said, "What happened?" Listen to this. The little girl that's been there for 3 years, she just turned 18. She just graduated this past May
Jamie!
from Derby. Hello, Jamie. And she's getting ready to go to college in the summer.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at the end of the summer. And I was in the back helping Ella, the other teenager. She didn't understand or didn't know that our chips and stuff, the overstock is on the top shelves. So I was explaining to her, and then how, I showed her, get the step stool. This girl is new. She doesn't know everything. And so I explained to her that the ones she needed were on the top shelf. And this broad girl calls me to the front. "What are you doing? Christian, do you have any pre-closing duties?" I left this girl sitting there because she called me. Called me up to the front so she could issue a stinking ass demand. She's not the manager. So I said, "Did you need something?" And, she says to Christian, the manager, "You got any pre closing work for her to do?" And I said, "I'm helping Ella. Do you need help?" "Oh, I thought you were just standing there." I said, "No, I'm not like you kids." So I help her, and Christian jumps online and starts helping wrap and all of that good stuff. And when we got the online orders plus the front orders done, I got a towel because it was, we deal with vinegar and oil. So there's a mess.
Yeah.
Always a mess. Lettuce, you know how shredded lettuce is, it's always a mess. And so I got a towel and I started wiping everything down from the cash register over. And she goes, "Kristen, can you do something productive?" While I
Oh,
am
no.
wiping the counter. And my head flung around. And you know me, I don't hear things very, very well. So I'm like, "What?" Now, of course, when I get mad, my voice goes down deep. Plus, I'm sick, still getting over that crap. And she looked at me when I said that, and I said, "Did you just tell me to do something productive?" "No, no, that's not what I said." I said, "Then what did you say?" "Oh, I don't remember."
Of
And I
course you
said,
don't.
"You said what I thought you said." I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you kids, but you better learn to be respectful to other people. And not to mention, I'm 40 years older than you, so you probably better start being respectful to me for that alone." She didn't say another freaking word to me all day long or
Good.
all evening long. And when we were closing, she came up and said, "Do you want to take the bacon home to Bella?" And I said, "I would love to. Thank you so much." And so she gets the bacon ready and puts it on the dish counter when I'm washing dishes. And I thought, okay. So I told Christian, he sent them all home. They got done with their stuff, of course, because they fart around all the time. I'm the last one to finish because I'm doing dishes. That's what I prefer to do. I prefer to do dishes. Every time when one of them kids does it, they leave a mess in the dishes. They don't make sure they're clean before they put them up. Anyway, so he let them go and he said, "I'm glad you handled that the way that you did. With you snapping at them, that let them know that you set the boundary." And I said, "There's way too many chiefs around here and not enough Indians, and we better figure things out really
Oh,
damn quick. I'm equal to them as far as being an employee, but by God, they will not treat me like that. I'm actually working, and she's telling me to do something productive in a non-joking manner. I don't think so."
okay, that one's green. That's stupid.
Hello, Theron. Hello, Nate.
Hello.
Oh shit! You know what? Before this park filled up to what it is, I used to sit out here till 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I hate using this pen. I don't like cheap pens.
You forgot your markers?
No.
Ah,
Page.
you gotta clock in.
I clocked in already, but I need to do my paper. I think it was 11:01 because I stood there and talked. Erin's got an ear infection, so I was talking to her about that.
I really loved your video of the good and the bad Q&A. I really admire how you take care of and manage your channel, Grandma. I think we can all agree it's a flourishing channel. Well, I hope so. Somebody asked me, I think it was that young girl, Addison, over at the hotel. She asked me, I'd be really nervous, to do videos like that. And I said, YouTube is for pretty people. Everybody knows that. Since I don't have the pretty stuff going on, what I try to do is just treat people nicely. I wonder what Grandma would do if a real ghost came up on the porch. You think she would run?
No, she would put on that "you're making me mad" face.
I dealt with the ghost over at that hotel she's at. And I jumped one of them because it's a little boy. It's a boy. It's got to be a boy. Kept turning the closet light on. I'd walk in the back room, and by God, that damn light was back on. I'd turn it off, walk back in there later on, and by God, that damn thing was back on. So I walked back there and I said, "Listen, boy, that's enough. I'm tired of turning this off." And I don't worry too much about it. But I'm of the belief that there's no such thing as ghosts, that they're spirits, and that they're supposed to be here. Um, I also realize what most people don't. Um, we don't go to heaven when we die. We go to purgatory and we wait. I got the volume down a bit because I'm watching The Godfather, but I'm reading the comments too. Hello, Alec. But yeah, It wouldn't bother me. I just talk to him like I talk to him. You know, I mean, like I would talk to you or whatever. Valhalla when I go. Yep. Yeah, we all go to purgatory and wait for Judgment Day. That's not we've not made it to Judgment Day yet. So everybody's in purgatory just waiting. But we as people, we try to put things in a good perspective. But purgatory is basically a waiting room, you know, basically what it is. So, and I just feel like they're spirits. I do believe reincarnation happens, but I think that's because, like my daughter, as far as we know, she's been brought back. And I feel like those that are reincarnated are the ones that, well, purgatory is until Judgment Day. We will all be judged on the very same day. So if you died 100 years ago, you're still there. A judgment day is not until the Lord comes back. So that's where I'm at because I'm a spiritual person and I know the Bible and a lot of people don't realize or maybe they do and don't understand that when we die, our souls do not go to heaven. They go to purgatory and we're waiting for judgment day. But I do believe that those who should not have died are reincarnated. Incarnated. I don't even know why I think that, but it's kind of like kids who die of cancer. The ones the devil got a hold of, and the Lord is like, it wasn't your time, man.
Ouch.
Grandma, it's got to be a big place. If everyone got to wait in one place, wouldn't it be crowded? Yeah, but you're looking at it as in a physical being. Your physical being, when you die, is wherever you're buried or cremated or whatever. It's all, oh, baby, shark, do, 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 do. You're thinking in terms of a physical being taking up space. So that's why I feel like some spirits just kind of stick around. I also feel like we do have such a thing as guardian angels. Many of them can't be guardians because, some of us human beings are effing crazy and we cannot be
Ooh,
maintained, controlled, or whatever.
ooh, hey, off topic, but it just popped into my head. Um, those Crayola or Crazy Art, whatever brand markers I got you the first time.
Yeah.
They've got the 10 pack at Ollie's for like 79 cents.
Why didn't you get them?
Mm.
I could have used another set. Do
We
one
went
of
to the
the
Ollie's right
stained
there by
glass
your house.
pictures. Do what?
We went to the Ollie's by your house.
I love that place.
That one's bigger
Tell
than
you
the
what, it's
bad.
probably a good damn thing I ain't got no money.
Not having a light right here makes my face look like shit.
You look like you have a freaking black eye.
No, let's call being a mom.
Don't that look like she got a black eye, y'all?
It's both of them.
Is that just bags under your eyes?
Yes. See? It's the same on both sides. And I have your forehead marks.
Yeah, I come by it honestly. Hello, Lexi.
That's all I did this week was sleep. I've had a bad week.
I don't do Twitch, Harrison. If y'all do Twitch, follow Harrison.
Kevin!
Kevin!
What do you do for fun? Ah, throw shit at Kevin. Who's Kevin? Kevin! That's one of my favorite audios. Oh, that's what I was doing. Need a rag.
I am loving the first aid cabinet at work.
Why?
We've got ibuprofen, we've got Tylenol and acetaminophen. We've got ibuprofen, acetaminophen, aspirin. They've got Band-Aids, creams. They've even got BioFreeze, which is...
Yeah. Man, I keep forgetting to take that to your house. I still have that Salon Pass roller stuff.
I told your grandma to get some for her shoulder.
Oh, you missed it earlier.
Work will do that when taking care of children at home with cooking, cleaning, washing clothes. That's a lot of work in a day's time.
Who says I cook and clean? No, I do. Not a whole lot. I don't do a whole lot of cooking because...
Feasting and fighting their wounds heal every night. Wow. And anyway, and they have cough drops. And they even have Dayquil pills. They have sinus pills, all that stuff. And I'm like, who does this? I've never worked at a place that's got this kind of stuff here. But the cough drops, man, they were awesome. They're called cherry eucalyptus. But they sure stopped my coughing.
Jamie, are you the feisty one tonight?
Kevin fights fires with his long hose. God, you can still feel that hot air coming out. Today got miserable, guys. I almost called into work. My house got so hot. It was unbelievable that Jazzy was panting. And when I left for work, I left the door open. I called my mom and I said, as soon as you get home, come over here and check. Oh, and I left Bella out in the yard. I don't leave her out. And then I messaged my kids and said, anybody get over here and put that little AC in that extra bedroom.
Oh,
put the
we
animals
also,
in it.
I don't know if you looked, but we also, quote unquote, sealed off the edges where those little panels slide out and meet the window edge. We sealed it off with tape.
Okay.
Went around the sides and the top.
It felt really good when I got home in there, so they were doing okay. I just need to get that stuff cleaned out.
We were about halfway home, and I'm like, I feel bad for not putting water in there, but oh well.
I'm hung like a buck gerbil, but I know how to use it, Kevin. 180. No, I wasn't dealing with that kind of heat. It was just really, really hot. I was doing okay. I was a little sweaty, but I kept a wet washcloth on me. And you can't do anything about the animals because of all their hair. And when I saw Jazzy panting, I was really concerned. It was crazy.
Ew, everything's so gross. Oh, I'm so upset. The peroxide cleaner bottle that was up front forever, it's gone. Somebody else grabbed it.
That would piss me off. That was a good spray bottle.
Like, well, this is the
She's
same
doing
one.
good now. She's good. She's in there laying. She was laying on the floor a little bit ago. What?
It's the same kind of bottle, but it's one with a label on it. No, the one that was up there until probably like a month ago or so was the one that was up there that you wrote on, and then it rubbed off, and I covered it up. I rewrote it.
For a while, they saying that's terrible.
You see that?
So, what do you do for air, Farron?
See the dirt?
Yeah.
That's just from wiping the desk right in front of me. Red color. Hold on.
Yeah, you hang on too. I gotta pee. Okay, you guys entertain yourselves for a minute. I gotta go pee. Where are you at? Oh, I see you. What dance? Baby shit. 2000 BTU window unit. Got it. Do you have a big space to... Hello, OG. Do you have a big space you got to cool? solar powered. They make that? $20,000? Oh, I thought you said 2,000. Oh. How much did that cost? Major headache. Well, that's too bad. That's what I dealt with last night. When I finally got it under control, that's when I decided to finish up all the videos. About 900 with tax. I wonder how long did it last? How long you had it? I'm curious because I would do that. Solar panel AC, it costs more, right? So where did you put the solar panel? And is it cooling the area? What size of an area do you need to cool? It's built into the top of the AC unit. Okay, Jamie. 14 by 40. She's probably checking somebody in. Have a good night, OG. Hope you get to feeling better. See, here's my thinking, Farron. If I got something like that, if it lasted more than a year, it would pay for itself in about 4 months. On the safe side. What do you mean the safe side? That big AC that she was talking about, it uses up tons of energy. And my bill can be $300 in 1 month just using it. And I'm like, oh my God.
Not my fault.
Do you know they make it? Is it a window unit, Farron? Do you know they make solar powered ACs?
No.
He spent about $900 on it.
I almost bought you a twin fan for your window.
I actually want one of them. How much was it?
Like $40.
That ain't bad.
No, it was at Ollie's right there by your house.
Yeah, I was gonna get a couple of those and put those in because they're usually longer, aren't they? Or you
They're
can make them longer.
wide and they're two
Yeah,
fans.
yeah, they're smaller, but they're wider.
Yeah.
Because I have that window in my room. That damn window is what,
Like
3
they're
feet long?
like
Yeah,
that. Whereas the
yeah.
AC unit is like that. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. Am I brave enough to do it? That makes it look funny. Hold on.
12,000 BTU instead of 20,000. What's a forced air? What's that mean? Don't they all have forced air? Well, I have a 16 by 80 mobile home.
Hey, so since Jamie decided to go that route with Kevin and his hose things, these look like condoms or nipples.
Ah. What's the difference between a forced air AC and an AC? God, it feels so good out here now.
Guess what, Nate? My room's always 60 degrees.
Yeah, but you're in the basement.
I don't care. It's still cold. 60 to 62. Oh man, when the AC gets set to 73, I'm dying in bed. I'm sweating, and it don't help that Scott quite literally changes the literal ambient temperature when he's in of the room when he sleeps.
A hotel room air conditioner?
A PTAC?
A PTAC?
Good lord. All right, you Eskimo.
Eskimo.
So I have started taking a new liking to this brown marker. The second one in line.
Yeah.
It's like a mahogany color.
Really?
It's got like a red tint to it. It don't look it, but it does.
Really?
Oh, speaking of this marker, Nate, did you see your video? And the fact that I can't keep the color page in the camera? Yeah, see, her mobile home is, that house is set up like that, but it don't work. I don't remember why, but
Oh, it just doesn't work anymore. They both went out. I need to replace them both, but in order to do that, I need a nice little price tag of about $12,000.
what's wrong
It's
with
about,
it? It just doesn't kick on or what?
it's just old. Yeah, PTAC. PTAC.
What it stands for? Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
We know what the AC part stands for, but what the PT stands for, we have no idea. But they're a pain in the ass, I can tell you that, especially when they break down.
Yeah, when they act up and don't want to kick on, you have to go and find the breaker for it. I'm just glad that all the breakers for the second floor PTACs are on the second floor. All the first floors ones are on the first floor. So on and so forth. I'm happy it worked that way.
Hello, Farua. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Yeah, it's on the coloring channel, Nate.
That was what, yesterday's? Or day before's? Today's? I don't know. I put it up late because I did the editing and then forgot to schedule it. Until I realized it was 8:10 and I wasn't getting any notifications.
By the way, when you upload, make sure you put no, it's not for kids.
I do.
If you put, okay, yeah, if you put yes, it's for kids, they'll lock your channel down to where only kids can see it.
Yeah, no. I put it no. Yep, Nate, it was the first ever follower request video. And I was kind of mad because my marker sucks and I couldn't use the Sharpie for that one. And if you pay close enough attention, it looks like the bird has gangrene. Because it's got really, really dark green feet.
One of the big plastic containers came down off the shelf and nailed me right in the arm. I got a hell of a knot right there.
Get away from me! The fly.
Ooh.
The fly. Stupid little fly. Walking around on a white countertop and I can see it and it getting on my nerves.
If you figure it out, Nate, let me know.
Ooh, so you missed the necessary road rage that happened earlier today on the way to your house.
Oh.
We were getting off the highway at 47th, and we were in the left turn lane, and there was one of the, I think it was one of the Estes trucks or whatever, in the right lane, but he was doubled up and pulling doubles. And even though he made his left turn a little wider, he only went maybe a quarter of the way into that far lane. Therefore, his back trailer about clipped us. Well, Scott saw it as it was coming at him, coming closer, so he hit the brakes and like stopped halfway through the turn. And the car behind us laid on the horn. And then when we got turned, that car flew up past us, switched lanes in front of us, and slammed on his brakes. So Scott left lane up and around him and squeezed in between that car and the car that was stopped just ahead. Like literally locked the tire. Like he locked up tires. They squealed and he left us sideways in the lane and got out and went and screamed at dude about the semi. Like all I saw in the mirror was like I heard the volume level and him Scott pointing at the semi. And he stuck his finger in dude's face and said a couple things about the semi. And turned around and walked off before dude even had a chance to say anything. And he like rambled off something really loud. And something. And immediately goes, that's what I thought. Dude, you didn't get a word in until after he'd walked away from you.
All right, remove it. Remove that person. You don't talk to people like that in my house. This is my channel. You don't talk to people like that. The moderators are giving you a warning. I don't appreciate
Nope, you're gone.
your freaking comment. Oh, back to hell where you came from. Psh, bye. Anyway.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. Jamie removed him.
I think Nate started typing that before Jamie removed him.
Time to do damage. What'd you do? Get chilly? Doing okay, Nikki. How about yourself? I'll go in the house here in just a little bit. I'm not quite set up to. Nobody talks to Nate like that.
I will.
That damage, at least not yet. I'm with you, Nate. I'll fight with anybody. But, the only reason I don't stand here and fight with somebody is because Tori's
Oh
here.
God, look, they logged into another account and came back.
I got him.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Good deal, Nikki. I assume you've had a good week?
Please, please say you've had a good week, because I didn't.
Why didn't you?
Because we had a truck stolen.
Oh.
And come to find out, based on reading the media reports from that day, there was like 4 or 5 vehicles stolen throughout Wichita that day, just on the east side.
If you have to go fast food, where are you going? Usually depends on the day, but I'm gonna pull in McAllister's, Jersey Mike's, or Chipotle, and sometimes Panda Express.
I thought you were going to say Panera. I'm like, why?
Well, apparently my dog. No idea where she's at.
I know, it's a stained glass.
Well, if she were a snake, she'd have bit me.
Who?
My dog.
I'm surprised you didn't leave her outside again.
I'm outside.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't see her on her perch. And I looked this way and didn't see her in the yard. And I looked over here and didn't see her feet. She's over here.
McAllister's is like
It's a deli.
yeah, kind of
They
like a
have
deli. You
really
get
good
salads,
sandwiches.
sandwiches, potatoes, like baked potatoes.
Yeah, they've
Like,
got all kinds of good stuff. Their
it's kind
sides
of
are
like
like,
it's kind of like a Panera, if you want to put it technically,
yeah, just not as expensive.
and
They
better
have
tasting.
sides like potato salad.
Potato.
Um, they have potatoes. They have mac and cheese.
Since when did you say? Since when have you started saying potato like that?
Like what?
With the deep southern drawl to it.
Huh?
Potato. I've never noticed that you say it that way.
Well, I haven't changed anything. Explosive diarrhea.
Where's John?
I don't know.
Watch him just randomly pop up because
It's
he's listening.
it's Friday night, so he's working.
Sitting there cranking cranking with one hand and hold the phone with the other. Well, you were the one that was talking about doing damage with your Wendy's, right? So insane name, isn't that what you were referring to?
It's what?
Huh? No, Nate, you only got that halfway. What is it? Oh god, what is their page name? Their social media name? It's the Regulators or something like that. It's the white guy with the beard and the taller, bigger, heavier set black guy. he's like he throws stuff at the guy. They work together like best friends. He throws something at him at work, and dude's like, black guy's like, I'm getting real sick of you. And the white guy walks over to him, basically like chest to chest with him, belly to belly, actually. And he goes, which one are we doing? Fighting or fucking? Either way, I'm getting naked.
Oh my goodness.
Or they're at the grocery store looking for stuff, and he goes and finds the canned beans, and then like the fresh beans in bags, and talking about look, they got all different kinds of negras.
What are you, Harrison? What are you talking about? Oh, it's all over the place.
I think Harrison's talking about Twitch.
Yeah, it's all over the place right here. It's all over. It keeps blowing forward in the wind.
Oh. No, Alec, you were talking about the before. I was talking about the after. So we were on this.
Harrison, what are you talking about?
He's talking about Twitch.
What about it?
Earlier, he said something about watching Twitch or something. Or if you use Twitch, you said you don't.
Okay, so Harrison, are you trying to get people to leave my live so they can go hang out with you? Is that what you're trying to do? Because that's going against all etiquette right there.
I'm coming.
Yeah, he is just a boy. But if he's going to do live videos, if he's going to do live videos, no matter the platform, you don't go to another person's live and ask everybody to leave and go watch theirs. That is just disrespectful. No, he comes around quite a bit. He's just a young kid. Make sure they know who it is, Harrison, and they'll either catch the live that you're on now when they're done here, or they'll catch your next one. Well, you guys shouldn't have to worry too much about the crazy people. YouTube has flipped the script on me again. And so now my videos are picking up views, but my lives are not, which is okay.
Yeah, hopefully you find something. I feel bad. I feel bad when people come in trying to find a room and they can't find nothing anywhere.
No, Harrison is not a bot. He's been in the channel before.
JJ put a hair clippy in his hair today.
To keep it out of his face.
Yeah, because he was out. He the first half of the day he was outside helping me get the garage cleaned up so we could get to the next step of pulling the motor out of his truck. Nate, it's not. We don't have a small circle. We have a small oval because we're not exactly straight and straight and narrow.
Okay, everybody in an oval.
An egg shape.
I don't want to be normal.
I never was.
I don't want to be normal at all.
Ooh, I have to share this because these kids are the coolest. Okay, Brooks' kids. He's what? 3, like 2, 3, maybe 4, almost 4, something like that. And then their oldest, no, I think he's like almost 3 or almost 2, and she's 5, if I remember right. Her son and her daughter. It's Brooks' kids. Nevaeh and Nakota.
Nevaeh is heaven backwards.
Yes, but her son's name is cool. It's Dakota, but N instead of a D.
James or Kay's son Stephen and his wife Trina, they married later in life. Trina's daughter named her son Nakoa.
No,
she's an Indian.
No, it's Nakota. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm like, that's not a name you'll hear.
That is a different kind of name, Nakota. I like that.
Like,
yeah.
I think that's how it's spelled. I don't know, but they're the coolest little kids.
Are they?
Yeah, and I gave them the last time I saw them, because when Brooke is doing breakfast, she keeps her chill quite well, but she struggles because Nakota is a huge mama's boy, obviously. You know, it happens. And especially because he is the age he is. Well, hold on. He's always wanting something from her. Like, you know, he's just like, hold me, or, you know, give me this, or give me that.
I don't do it. I don't do it on my own anymore, Nate. I don't know if y'all realize that, but, or maybe you don't, but, you know, now that Tori is on here, you know, it's kind of not just me and it's her too. I kind of like it that way, that it's not just me anymore. Obviously, I do the detailing videos, but she helps me with that sometimes.
Hey, you
But
want to? I don't know if you ever get newer stuff to detail for the car lot, like stuff that's not necessarily this new, but newer. That's just a key fob. They have a key in them.
Yeah. Some of the cars that Grandpa gets, it has that.
I don't recall. I'd have to go out there and look, but I don't recall this thing having keyholes anywhere. But
Even
anyway,
on the door?
I'd have to go look because I don't recall them. I don't know. If you have it in your pocket, or like when she had her surgery, the one spare fob, because she got 3 of them with it. The one spare fob that I knew where it was, the battery was dead in it. And we were trying to take the Tahoe up to the hospital. So Stephanie had it. And we brought Stephanie's car back to the house. But that was dead. And there was absolutely no way we were going to find the first or the second remote in her purse. Because it's like stuffed. Like she doesn't know where they're at half the time. So Scott, because he found out that battery was dead, Scott just went in the house, grabbed her purse, and walked back out. And he goes, "Here, see if it starts." So her entire purse was the key. Like you walk up to it and you can push the button on the door and it unlocks. But anyway,
That's how the cruise is.
Yeah, I gave them some color pages to. No, it was probably about a month ago when I was helping babysit more or less so she could get done what she needed to, and keeping them quiet and out of stuff. And the first time I met them, they didn't want nothing to do with me. She'd mean mugged me like none other. And all Dakota did was cry because he woke up from his nap.
The little girl mean mugged you?
Oh, yeah.
You remember I was telling you about Maria, that boss over at the hotel?
Yeah.
Her daughter, that child is babied big time. You know, mom works there, grandma works there, aunt works there. And this little girl, she had a problem with white people because anytime I was around, she mean mugged me like you would not believe. I couldn't say, "Don't talk to me." And I'm like, oh, you need to teach your children that a lot of different races will live amongst her. Tori, have you never shaken an empty garbage bag to open it? She just did a little while ago.
In the wind. How about we not talk about it? I shook it once and it went. Anyway, I gotta, you know what? This is no jab at Nate, but it is. But like, they're just the coolest kids. And I actually was able to compromise with a 2, almost 3-year-old. But I gave them some coloring pages, and they were coloring them.
Aww. You need to put them up in the kitchen for mom.
And laminate them and put them up for her.
Yeah, laminate it and put them up for her.
And I gave them some other ones to color on. I gave them each. That's why I had to make more copies of them. I gave each of them one copy of every baby shark picture that I had.
That's funny.
His sister informed me that
I smile right back at her with my white privileged ass, Grandma. Me, I did. I was like, because that's a reflection of her mother. That's all that is. You know, I did my very best to, my kids don't know racism. They don't understand racism. They don't play that. They've all had friends of every ethnic makeup. I think Elizabeth's had a black boyfriend, hasn't she? Didn't she have a black guy as a boyfriend?
I think right around prom time-ish or something like that. Ben's Indian, like Native American.
Ben was Native American.
But he's not relevant anymore.
Yeah, he can eat shit and die and choke on it, as far as I'm concerned.
He get in trouble.
And then, but I just never taught my kids that, you know, this person is different than you. That person is different than you. I didn't teach my kids that. So anytime a damn child acts like that, that is a total reflection of their parent. I don't care who you are. F your feelings and rub some dirt on it. And my kids are from that generation, but that generation that's after them, that they're raising, and the ones that are just a little bit younger than them, Mm-mm. Somebody need to knock the shit out of him.
Oh no.
Can you
JJ
knock
was
the freaking stupid out of him? What?
last week. JJ was fixing to end a friendship
Why?
because me and JJ spent the entire what was it? I don't remember what day of the week it was, but me and him spent an entire day working on his truck. Like that's what he wanted to do, and well, his friend Mason's fixing to be metaphorically, figuratively out the door if he doesn't watch his mouth. He
Some
got
big
caught.
ass words. Did you hear that? She used some big ass words.
He got caught calling Cooper a piece of shit. 15-year-old kid called Cooper that while the three of them were playing games, online games together. Scott heard that and whipped around and told JJ, says, "You handle that or I will." And I followed up after the fact. JJ handled it, but no, when JJ was dead set on getting started on the next step of the truck, like he straight up left his phone in the house. Like he did not want anything to do with it, with his phone. He didn't want to have a conversation. Well, for that entire week prior to that, Mason has been up his ass about coming over. And I'm like, what was it? I want to say it was Friday morning, a couple hours after I got off work, because I'd worked that Tuesday night and Wednesday night. No, it was sometime Thursday. JJ come out and said that he's like, Mason's pretty much saying he was being persistent, wanting him to come over. And JJ was just kind of, wasn't really saying much. He was just saying something, words to me, just so Mason would hear it. Hear that JJ was asking again. And I'm like, JJ, what have I been doing all week? I was like, yeah, and he had his phone in his hand, so I know his friend heard me. I was like, you need to tell him he needs to chill out and understand that, quite literally, my job comes before taking you to his house.
I wish
And
I had a job like Tori where ain't a single MF is around. Jamie, I was raised
ew.
by loggers and I also got disciplined with picking out my stick. Dad
Look,
would do it for
there you
me.
go, Jamie. The finger. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, the pointer finger. I kind
That's
of
not.
like that.
I don't.
Is that their shelf for the.
They're not even. Like back there, it's all attached. But those are not even. I don't like it.
Why is it weird like that?
I don't know. I don't like it. Ew. Oh, it gets even worse. Oh, I thought there was a cat in here. Yeah, these shelves.
It looks ridiculous. Oh, what a nice place for that. Hey, Haraz, how you doing?
Oh, and this thing. This is ugly.
Put the old one up.
No, what makes it worse is look at the seam. That's why we have to have another company come in and redo everything.
What do you miss about your childhood the most? My
Not paying
energy.
bills.
My energy.
Not paying bills. Anyway, okay, like I was saying. Not Mason. By the way, you don't have to push and hold these buttons. Well, I did it last week. Whatever. Oh, now it won't do it. door.
I had my hair down when I went to work because I've been sweating all day. So just before I got ready for work, I jumped in the shower for my 2-minute rinse off just to cool me down. And of course, my hair was wet. So I went to work with my hair down, and everybody, they thought I was, are you new?
But yeah, his friend was being persistent and all that. And so JJ was dead set on working on his truck that day to the point he left his phone in the house. Well, when we stopped for our first big actual break, stopped, made a stopping point to take a break. If this fucking door doesn't stop.
That thing's been doing that since I worked there. I answered it. My energy.
But JJ showed me his phone. Before he showed me his phone, we looked out in the street and there was a car sitting out by the mailbox. And I'm like, who's that? I'm like, I don't recognize that car. And JJ told me it was Mason. I'm like, why is he here? He goes, I don't know. My phone's inside. And he sat out there. I'm like, I said, well, if you want to go talk to him, go talk to him. That, or you can tell him to, hey, come up here or whatever. It's like he showed up uninvited and unannounced. So JJ, I gave him the suggestion. I said,
Hi, Johnny.
I was like, if you want to, you can. I was like, you can
Funny
flat
and
ignore it.
insightful is here too. How you doing, guys? And what now, Tori?
I told JJ, I said, if you want, you guys said you can flat ass ignore him if you want. It's your choice. It's your friend. This is your day to work on your truck. You do what you want to do. And JJ ignored him, and we got back to working on the truck. And then the car left for a couple minutes, and that's when JJ went and got his phone. We decided to get his phone when he went and got a bottle of water. And then he handed me his phone when he came back out, and it was a message from Mason asking if he can come, if he can stop by for a minute. And then he pulls back up, coming from the opposite, from the direction he left it. Pull up on across the street, facing the other way. Like, you left long enough to send that message. And I'm pretty sure his mom drove him, which is messed up. That he made the he got expelled from Brooks. He had to or came close to it. Like, he had to move to a totally different school because of his behavior.
Sounds like it. Insightful. I'm doing much, much better. My voice is back, but I have the runny nose now. My throat is still itchy.
Hi, Crunch.
And I'm struggling to breathe at times. And I'm still not coughing stuff up. But I'm on an antibiotic, so maybe I just need to tough it out, you know. Hi, Crunch. How you doing? You staying out of trouble?
That is still doing it.
Oh, that damn door. Yeah, I've been going to work, so if I'm feeling good and I don't have if I'm feeling okay and I don't have a fever or anything, I will go to work.
Crunch was here last weekend.
Huh?
Jamie said the Crunch and Juice haven't been here in a while. Crunch was here last weekend.
Yeah, he
Not
was here
Wednesday,
last
but
weekend, Jamie.
not at her part-time job. She can't. She's not her own boss at her part-time job. Oh, it finally closed. Ooh. I wonder if you can see this. Not you, but them.
Oh, it was all cool lit up when I left work. Aren't you your own boss? Can you take PTO? Oh, different job. I'm my own boss where the detailing is concerned, but I'm not my own boss at my part-time.
See, I'm a big fan of the water tower down here.
Yeah, I've always liked that water tower. Pretty
It's just
cool.
the color. That
That's
is
a
a Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. The carnival is there.
It's Wee Nights, actually. I saw it on Facebook. WEEE. Wee.
Oh, okay.
It's the Wee Carnival.
Yeah, they've got 2 tents right there, one on each side of the road. And then behind the one, yes, there's one on the east or the south side and one on the north side. And behind the one on the north side is the carnival.
I think this one right here with the dark colored top right there, I think that's the fireworks stand that's supposed to set up.
There's supposed to be 2 of them there.
Oh, and then there's one, it looks like. I must have done with that, damn it. Right there. Put that little green light next to it.
Yeah, it's a littler one.
No. Because I wasn't done with that.
Yeah, both are the same. It's the same, but each. Oh, well, I imagine it's different all around our country. I imagine. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
It's the big thing that you sit in a little basket and you just go really slow. And as they're loading you on, you get left at the top.
I don't like them.
No.
I've never liked them. I think it's because they move too slow.
Yeah, and you get left up there. It's like your entire ride is getting left at the top. No. So this ain't mine to show off, and I'm gonna show it off just because it's the conversation piece. Since our truck got stolen 2 weeks after the other one got totaled, I told Scott earlier in the evening that I was going. I told him that early in the evening, late afternoon, early evening ish, on the way to Mom's house, put the AC in the window. I told him, I said, you can take me to work and pick me up this weekend if you want. That way you have the truck and you're not left stuck at home if necessary. So it's not doing me any good sitting there at the hotel all night. So when as I was finishing my cigarette before I went inside to get changed, I asked him if he was taking me. And he was, the hamster was trying his damnedest to turn that wheel. And he came up with another idea. Did I want to? No, because I can't smoke in it. So I had to drive all the way over to work, get here, get clocked in, do my computer stuff, and then I got to smoke. I was upset. But since most of your followers are all detail people, that's what I came to work at today.
Now, you might explain who that belongs to.
I can't take credit for this one. This is all her and her hard work. Well, this one actually came about because this was straight up a pissed off impulse, like hold a grudge because the AC went out in the 07. She got pissed and went straight to the dealership and traded that shit in like that day. We didn't even know. She left work mad because she gets mad when she's hot. And she keeps her AC in there like 68, full blast. But this belongs to Scott's mom, or those that don't know, my boyfriend's mom. She bought this thing actually just like she did her blue truck. She bought it when they first came out. It's a 2021 Tahoe, but she bought this thing in October of 2020. Anytime she switched vehicles, like changed out vehicles, she got it in October because that's when the tags expired. What?
Why didn't you go get her, Nikki?
Oh, I looked at it on my way here. Oh, the temperature difference. Oh, the door's locked, dummy. Duh. I walked up to the door and it didn't move.
If my cat had fallen out of the window, I wouldn't be on alive. I can tell you that right now. And I wouldn't be talking about it.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, you're in a wheelchair. I did not know that. Oh, my apologies. I thought, why are you?
I remember that conversation. I just don't remember it was Nikki that we had the conversation with.
I don't remember. I didn't remember.
Oh,
My apologies.
Don't take offense to that. I remember the conversation, but not.
Well, I was
remember it was
just
you.
like, I thought Nikki was young.
So I think the conversation has something to do with like what she used to do for work or whatever.
I vaguely remember it. I don't remember it being this Nikki, though.
I don't either. Yeah, take her home. It's gone. It turned off. Got 32,000 miles on it. She's had it since October of 2020. She's been to Texas twice, from Kansas to Texas twice. And Nebraska probably a dozen times. Back and forth. Let's see. It's due for an oil change July 18th or at 37,227. I think that's the fourth, maybe the fifth oil change it's had. And
Yeah,
this one,
she doesn't do much. And
she
she
lit,
only goes, what, 2 or 3 miles to work?
yeah, like 2 or 3, maybe 4 miles. And
I remember that now. I remember Nikki saying that she had 2 strokes. I remember that now.
yeah, we live like 3 or 4 miles tops. I want to say 3 because it's Oliver, a couple blocks off of Oliver, and then Woodlawn, and then Rock, and then a couple blocks up. So it's like stoplight, a couple blocks over to the stop sign, go up to the stoplight, like a quarter mile, go to the next stoplight, which is probably about a mile. Next stoplight's another mile, and then like the equivalent of, based on streets, it's the highway and then the street, which
Can you open the door and go and call her name? His or her name? My first car was a Toyota Tercel.
this is gonna make somebody laugh because of what I drive now and what I've been driving and everything we own. My first car was a Mercury Sable, which is basically a Ford Taurus. None of us like the Escalades, the Cadillac versions, because they have the runway lights for taillights. They're like 4 feet long.
Tyler Hoover likes Cadillac Escalades.
You. I don't like this thing because, oh, well, no, I think I'm wrong. Something on this dash feels like fabric, like vinyl seating, and I hate it. And just like any Tahoe or Suburban after like 2008, anything newer than like a 2008, 2009, with the big giant square headlights, the seats, the way they move, slide forward, and fold, and all that, they literally try to end your life. They do it still to this day. They push the button and they just crank down in place. My favorite part about it is this.
And Nissans. Yeah, but a lot of people don't realize that.
Is there an echo?
Echo, echo.
Nope, I don't. It
No.
reset and kicked me out. I tried to switch the screen. This is my favorite part. The little light that shines from underneath it. You literally.
Ah.
You break that light beam and it opens it.
You better get away from that thing with that cigarette.
It's not lit.
Oh.
I think I just figured out how it actually works. Oh my gosh. We've struggled with it for years. On how to make that work right. Because it's supposed to be when you got your hands full of stuff. Hey, you know what? All I gotta say about that is it hurts when Kias hit you. That's what it does. Oh, it is supposed to point. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Close it.
I was gonna say you better move.
You can hear it make noise before it moves. And then it sucks down shut like a Cadillac trick. I like it. It scares me to drive. Yeah. That's what I got to drive. That's why Scott was making this made the statement to her. I'm putting the better driver in it, and she made the joke. I don't know. You know, it only works if the key fob is right there by it. It's close enough to activate the. Because once the key fob is close enough to it, is when it triggers that light. Old please.
The dogs don't go out near there.
And even if they did, Otis would leave would like legitimately leave, and Maya would try to jump up towards the window to see if there was somebody at the window to give her food or pets or just attention in general. And she would scratch the living hell out of it. Ooh, you know what? Now that I think about it, you might be able to get this off. See it?
Who did that?
Well, based on the height of it, we think it was one of the salesman guys from Rhino stock. It looks like a door swipe.
How deep is it?
It's really only surface except for right there on the metal. It's a little bit of a.
Is that black or navy blue?
It's a bluish color.
Yeah.
It's like blue and purple. Like the last one she had was a blue. It would turn based on which way you were facing it. It was blue, green, or purple.
Right.
This one's just blue and purple. It's blue with purple flake in it, I think is what it is. Or green. I don't
She
know.
does not have a ceramic coat on there anymore.
It needs attention.
She told me that they put a ceramic coat on it when she bought it. And I went, that thing's no good. They only last about 90 days. She goes, that's bullshit. They told me that it lasted for 5 years. And I said, there's a reason they make the money they do. Hello, nerd.
They told her it lasts 5 years, but yet they can't make that stick.
Oh, my.
Like she took it back like a couple days later for something. I think it was for a leather sealant or something on the
Oh,
inside.
that's
And she
just
pointed it out.
the damn, you need to get that shit off there anyway.
And it had an eye on there, but the V was gone. And she said something to him about it just because she was being funny about it. But they stuck a new letter on there, and she came home with all the letters there. And then when we remembered a week later, it was gone.
Yeah, they just buy cheap shit.
And these taillights, it says Chevrolet on one side, and it's just a motel on the other side. It's not symmetrical and it works good. But yeah, that's really just the scuff on that front corner.
Oh, man. What did we do? We got 10 people in here. What's up? My phone's going off.
Some weird name. There's black there. Oh my god, this wind. We're gonna hide right here. Stare at the ground for a second. Yeah, that and the rim that they sent her off with. I think it's still on here actually. I have to look. It had the edge of the rim, like right around where the rubber meets the rim, was like slightly. It was like bent a little bit, and that's why she took it back a couple days after. Do you have an echo?
I don't know, do I?
No, I don't have one over here. You're looking at the ground because the wind picked up while I was talking, so I ducked in front of the Tahoe. That's why she went back a couple days later, is because Scott made it a point that if they were going to put that high of a price tag on this thing, they were going to fix the rim. Well, all they did was just hammer away at it a little bit. Which one is it? There you go. That is from my situation when my tire fell off. Which one is it?
Your tire fell off?
It fell off my truck. I was driving home, and I didn't realize. I thought I dropped a ball joint until I saw the tire doing like 35 past me across the street, onto the yard sidewalk, and it slammed right into the rim, and then bounced back the other direction. Which one is it? They replace it? 'Cause I don't see it. I've been rotated a couple times. I don't remember which one it was, but it was.
My neighbor walked outside looking to see who was out here talking.
It's got that scuff, and then it's got. It's hard to see. It's got a couple of dings in it.
You knock that off, boy.
Door doesn't shut flush. And the distortion. It's got a couple of dings over here, but
I can't hear anything you're saying.
I said it's got a couple of dings over here. One there and one there. And then
I'll be right back. I'm going to get coffee.
Okay. It'd be nice if there was a building on one side of this hotel. Kind of block the wind. I need to lock it before I forget. What time is it? Ew. Okay. I might lose the internet connection. But I was horrified earlier. Louisiana. Things are ugly. Jeep Wagoneer. I went to go fix the water fountain in the pool area. What the hell is that? It's a spoon. See if y'all can see it. I ain't getting any closer, so don't ask me to. No. It's gross.
I can't set up a little live desk in that extra bedroom. I guess I could.
It's all stink bugs.
Take my ass to bed. Yeah, we're
You
pretty
landed on
boring
me.
tonight. Part 3 is almost over. What's that mean?
The Godfather. Watching a movie.
Do what?
I'm surprised these trees up here survived that wind the other day.
Yeah, he was going after Jazzy. So you didn't see me launching? I get my foot underneath his belly and I launch him.
How does that work?
Oh, part 3 of The Godfather.
How do you get bird shit on the window right there?
Don't know.
Alright. I'm sick of wind.
What do you mean?
Sick of the wind. Out there in the wind, all I
No,
hear is
Jamie asked me what's the matter. I don't.
that's hair.
I was sitting outside. It was a breezy outside. But then my neighbor came out wanting to know who that was talking. Oops. And I can't make this thing straighten up, so hell with it. I know, Nate, that wind is just, it gets in that phone. That's one thing I hate about those things. These things is when you get out in the wind, you're done. That's all you're going to hear. You don't hear anything a person says or nothing. It drives me bonkers because you would think there would be some kind of a buffer. You know, they can create these massive, excellent pictures, but they can't create a buffer for the microphone.
I have all those settings turned on and everything. It's supposed to be noise canceling, background noise canceling.
Yeah.
I need that. That's rude. It's cleaner spray.
Oh. You got a broom handle somewhere?
Oh, I'll just go get the other stuff.
We've been pretty boring tonight. I imagine everybody's kind of in and out.
No, nobody's conversating. None of them.
Do what?
They're usually the conversation starters.
Me?
Them.
Yeah, I know. And they just have not, they've been talking amongst themselves.
I like Idaho because when you're on the highways, you see potatoes all over the side of the highway.
I have a friend in Mountain Home, Idaho. I wanted to go up there this month when they did the memorial service for her son, but I couldn't afford it.
There. Problem solved.
Huh?
The problem solved. Counter was dirty. The coffee on it.
I'm getting real effing tired of this.
What?
When we go live, you can only put your phone up and down. The up and down on this particular stand is on the side. What's going to happen when it's on the side? So then, you know, it's got these adjustable legs. If I adjust them so that it doesn't do that, look at that popcorn ceiling. You can see that really nice.
Which stand is that? Is that the little one?
Yeah.
The one I gave you, I think?
Yeah. So in order to compensate for that weight of this phone, I don't know how to make it work. And that's why it falls over like it does.
Here, let me show you what mine does if I can get it unscrewed.
I know what yours does.
Hold on. Ugh! Hold on. Stupid phone.
You want to know the crazy thing? Idaho is the potato state, but it's really not. Okay, I'm going to let go. See?
The
hell's that about?
It's one of them Indians call people that like they do the dumb thing that call and ask if we have any availability or any available rooms for what? When? Had to repeat it 2 or 3 times and still couldn't understand her. I'm like, are you asking about any room availability for tonight? She says yes. Like, no, we're all sold out tonight. Okay, thank you. This is so from blah 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 blah. What? Have a good day. Okay.
Now she's in a bad mood.
I can't understand them when they call.
But you just said what she said. So obviously you understood her.
Oh no, you didn't hear the whole the mumble of an Indian accent?
I hear it all the time. Or I did. I applied
Ooh,
back. Yeah, hi Debbie. I
she's got a
applied back
picture.
at huh?
She has a picture now too.
Oh yeah. I'll be darned.
Chicago.
Hello, Chicago.
Chicago.
Doing okay. I'm struggling to if I laugh or anything like that, I'm gonna cough. It's driving me nuts. And this phone is driving me nuts because it won't stay. And I have no idea what happened that I had it set just right.
Here in the next couple weeks, if I remember, I'll get you one of these stands for.
You won't remember. I still don't have a car.
That's on him.
Well, you need to let him know to come get it then. I didn't buy a car so it can sit in the driveway not running. As you see, it's not very far along.
What?
He was asking about the deer. And
No.
I said I didn't want a car so I could continue driving my pickup. Maybe do I need to text him that?
Go for it.
Did he bitch because I interrupted his video that night?
No, he just looked at me. I started chuckling and he looked at me. Looked at me funny. And So I still had your chat bubble pulled up and open. So I turned my phone around and showed him. Excuse me.
Where did who get what?
What, the phone stand or the coloring page?
Coloring page.
It's another one of those from a website called Monday Mandala. Nope, I need to. Yeah, MondayMandala.com. Nope. How did I do this?
She's making me dizzy.
Like my eyeball, Debbie? For sure, you're the one that said something about my eyeball.
Okay, what is Max talking about?
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Oh, Canine Cabins. He just put another video.
What do you mean, what is Max talking about?
Oh, no, maybe he
Oh.
just put a post.
What does it say?
Out here fighting fire, guys. I'll be back to the kennel as soon as it's over.
Yep, Chicago, I know it's backwards, but MondayMandala.com. Ooh, I gotta share these with you. Did I show you the finished rows?
That's pretty.
I used all the purples.
Look at those leaves.
It makes me think of the Eternal Rose or whatever from Beauty and the Beast. That's what this looks like. Oh, there you go, Nate. There's your finished product from the video. My sad black marker. Wait. No, that was my dark gray. I take it back. It's suffering too.
That's what it was, Debbie.
Yep, it's a stained glass.
Yeah, it's the stained glass section. She printed it out. I like your dolphin better than mine.
Makes me think of Miami Dolphins. This one made me mad.
Why?
Because there's so much hair. And this one.
That's pretty.
My folder's getting full.
I'd say so.
Yeah, it's stained glass art. Or coloring pages.
How much does a laminator cost, I wonder?
They're really not that much. Like this one here. I almost bought one. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Oh, it's in this stack. I didn't pull one out yet. Dumbass. Okay, yeah, this one is a stained glass style also, but I'm afraid to try that one.
Why?
That's a lot. That one's not so much stained glass, but
I just did that one.
did you?
The video will post. You never told me what you thought about the video.
Yeah, I know. I started typing it and then had to drive. That was interesting. It's a little extra work, but there's that stained glass one also.
I haven't done that one.
I didn't bring my whole tote, so.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. Have a good night, Nate.
Good night. I know, we're boring. Sorry. Not sorry. There you go. And then there's this stained glass one. I think I did this one in a video.
By the way, if you guys subscribe to a channel, you got to actually be involved in it.
There you go. Oh, I'm doing this one next.
That way, our algorithm will pick it up and say, "Oh, hey, maybe somebody's interested in it."
Yeah. Instead of just detail grandma and Humberto
Yeah.
fighting for who comments first. I didn't say I was boring. I said we're boring. Which
We're
I pretty
boring.
me, her, you. Jamie's trying to multitask.
I don't know what I have done with my Looney Tunes pictures. I dug out several of them the other day.
Mm.
Now I can't find them. So there's my Marvin.
Oh, that's what I pulled this out to get.
And my Tasmanian devil.
Morgan.
I don't know what I'd done with them. I had Bugs Bunny, Sylvester, Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, I think. Maybe this is it.
In my Taz.
Oh, I haven't done it yet. It's just like Wiley, though. We are all just a dysfunctional group of amazing people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jamie made the Frito pie, Debbie.
Did I show you that one?
No, I don't have one of them.
This is new. Dominion.
Hope you have a good night too, Nate. Thanks.
Good night.
Harry Potter.
Not Powerpuff Girls.
I did see that one. I remember those. I just don't remember MTV. I know I don't have a copy of MTV.
Well, I got a copy for you. That one.
Did you look it up to get the colors right? I do that
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. I put it on the computer right here. That one.
You and your Pokemon. I swear. She's obsessed with Pokemon. There you go, see? Tired of it.
The bird.
Hello. Oh, that's cute.
You know what's funny is I had the entire picture colored, and then remembered that reflection was down there. And then that with my wrong colored Simba.
See, I didn't do Lion King yet, but I did do the Looney Tunes one. Took took 2 hours. I'm tired of this call. Yeah, that unicorn was pretty damn cool, wasn't it? She said it was making her mad because it took forever. I like the hair ones, you know, the hair and the fur and the flowing hair. The reason why is because, you know, what are you going to do? You're just going to grab a bunch of different colors. A chicken. You're going to grab a bunch of different colors and see what it looks like at the end, you know?
Yeah. I got a
So
Bambi.
that's why I like it if you use a blend of colors. But what I'm wanting to do, that room you put the AC in, what I'm wanting to do is clean up that front extra bedroom and put everything that is in this back or the middle extra bedroom, put all that stuff in that far front room and turn this one into a room where I can, you know, all I got to do is keep heaters on in bathrooms and things like that
Yeah.
in a room that I need it or whatever. What is that? Oh, it's a dragon.
Yeah, a really confusing one.
Yeah, I can tell because I'm looking at that going, what the hell is that?
Hey, by the way, did you like that little Squirtle thing I sent you in that video? The little water sprayer?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you need one.
I do. I need one. Honk at me again, MFer.
I currently have one of my kids that gets an allowance, but that's because he does watch his brothers for a few hours one day a week while I'm at work on day shift. Not paying for it. But no, like if you're talking about your kid asking you for an allowance just because they exist, just give me money. No, absolutely not. You get that for your birthday or Christmas or something, but that's about it. Especially with what my kids are obsessed with right now. No, I'm not funding their mess. And when I say mess, I more so mean their choice of entertainment / fun. But also the physical mess they make. I'm not cleaning up after you. If you made that mess, you can pick up after yourself. You're going to have to do it when you get older and move out. You got to do it anyway. If I'm doing it, you're paying me.
I remember Tori told me one time, she was so pissed off at me one time. And she says, I'm never going to treat my kids the way you treat me.
I don't remember this.
Oh, hell, you've done. I love the one where I'm a better driver than you.
Huh?
Yeah, you pulled that shit on me. I'm a damn truck driver. Don't you talk to me about you being a better driver. I've gone backwards more miles than you've gone forward. She
I
did. She said
don't
some
remember saying this.
stupid ass shit to me. She was mad, Of course, she didn't mean it, but she
Yeah, it's
did.
probably
She
when you took
said,
my car keys from me.
no, it was you wanted to drive and it was icy out. And I told you no.
Yeah, I don't remember all that.
She got into she threw a fit and then said, I'm a better driver than you.
I think that was just me trying to be petty. I don't know. I don't remember
Oh, I'm
saying that.
sure it was. I'm sure it was. Anyway, I died laughing, and then Jerry died laughing, and he goes, does she know you drive a truck? Oh, it was so funny. I was like,
Don't remember that.
watch yourself, child. And, it also depends on a parent's financial situation. If a parent can't afford to give you an allowance, don't hold that against them. They're just trying to make it in a really messed up world right now. You know what I mean?
Look, kind of sort of our situation. About 3 weeks ago, I got into a wreck and it totaled the truck. One of our two vehicles. It was his daily driver. 2 weeks after that, the truck that we had pulled out of the backyard and was just kind of making work, even though the transmission was still iffy, got stolen from out in front of our house. Do we have other vehicles that we could fix and get going again? Yes. But for one, it requires money to replace a couple of things on them, like a tune-up, because you don't do an engine swap without doing a tune-up. And we can't just go buy something to replace it, because that would take months just to put back $500-600 for a beater. There's absolutely no way it's going to happen. So we're kind of a sitting duck at the moment.
Yep, hard times is hitting everybody. So if you're young and you want an allowance from mom and dad, just remember a lot of parents will go broke just trying to make sure you are being fed. Um, Holiday, birthday presents, things like that. And there's a lot of times moms and dads will go hungry because the only amount of food is what they can feed you with. So, I know it sounds like a real nice thing to have. And nowadays, having an allowance is just a privilege. If you ask me, a privilege that not many have anymore. Hard times hitting everyone. Yes. Thank you. Slash. Oh, man. So you say this last brown?
The one right next to the black.
Okay.
It's like a mahogany color. It's got like a red tint to it. That's the color I used on the stick for the raven.
It
See this?
almost looks black to me.
Look at.
They're not the same.
Do I have mine mixed up?
But I have a job now. Yep. Yep. If you have a job, that's pretty much going to shut all that off. An allowance, having an allowance, and I don't know what parents use it for now. But when I was coming up, I got an allowance of $1 a week. And that's if I kept my room clean, made my bed, all of that good stuff. But then when I was raising kids, it took a while for me to get to a financial point where I tell you what, I made no money while I was married to the kids' dad. What money I made went straight over to him to pay bills. It wasn't until after I got divorced that I actually had money to do something with. Obviously, I had to pay bills, but here's an allowance for you. When you wake up in the morning, your parents allow you to use their bathroom, eat their breakfast. They allow you to come back after school, eat again, and sleep in bed. Pretty much.
See, my parents were divorced, so if they didn't let me come back, I just went to the other one.
And she kept testing that theory until she ran out of doors to go through. Strict upbringing only makes you wiser and stronger.
I found the flaw in that. I'm 33 and I still don't learn my lessons. So apparently did not make me wiser.
She's got 5 kids. That tells you all you need to know.
Boys at that.
No, she doesn't know what birth control is. Oh, that's sad, Harrison. But at least you have somebody who was able to step in and give you life.
I feel like that was the 15th phone call she's made. She's had the phone calls.
You what?
That lady that just called, she was wanting to book a room for tonight, and I told her we were all sold out. She goes, like I was the 15th call she made.
Travelers crack me up. They won't reserve a room. Before they leave. When I travel, I was a truck driver for too many years. So when I travel, I knew exactly where the end of my day was going to be. And I had that hotel reserved by the time I had breakfast made or ate or whatever. I don't give a hoot how tired you might get or whatever. If you set a destination, get your butt there. That's where you end your day. Make sure you got a room. Instead, now let's look for a room at 11 o'clock at night.
This marker's dying too.
That's very true, Debbie.
You can't have the youngest one.
Huh?
Debbie, she said I could send the kids there to work in the garden for the summer. No, not the youngest one. Can't have that one.
Why?
I don't know, like, because here lately, I don't think Robert's bad with his sarcasm and his personality. Memphis is getting a little. He's not getting bad mouthed or anything. Like, he doesn't have a bad mouth or anything. He's just, oh, like, Scott's not even sure how to handle that. How to respond to him most of the time when he says something.
Why?
I don't even remember what it was he said the other day. Oh my God. I'm going to unhook it.
Wow, look who finally showed up. John, whoever, they might come back and want to be very nice to Mama and Papa. That'd be kind of fun. Ship them out somewhere, let you go spend the summer somewhere, you know. One of my bosses, she sends her kids to her sister in Montana for the summer. Her sister was never able to have kids. So they arranged it that John is there.
Finally.
They arranged it so that she gets the kids in the summer.
Took you long enough.
Took you long enough.
I don't want to do the background.
Why not?
I just don't. I feel like it would take away from the whole idea.
You might have a point.
Bird. I thought I saw a putty cat.
Yeah.
Here's my next one. Wow.
That a swan or a goose?
It's a duck.
I know you're right. It took me a long time. 60 hours this week.
Yes, I did. Like a good portion of the pictures I have, it's from MondayMandela.com. That's a lot to say. I know it's backwards, but
MondayMandela.com.
yep, there's thousands upon thousands of pictures on that website. That's where all the stained glass ones came from, which is what that was. The Pokemon, the Looney Tunes. I do have some. My plan for tomorrow is to actually go through my tote and all my pages and the copies and actually put them in their sleeves and in the binders. Really start on it. Because my end goal is to have the binders, everything coloring related inside that tote instead of stuff inside the tote and then stuff stacked on it. Not this one. This one, Jamie. This is what they're talking about. That is a bright yellow. You know what?
So,
I'm not saying
bad?
there's nothing wrong with it. That's just like pop, like almost highlighter. Really? I know Tweety Bird's the right color. It's just her light and the light above me, like her light combined with her brown tabletop compared to this shit here and that kind of light above me, it's gonna make colors look different between hers and mine. That's
See,
why
it just about did it again.
do you not have the legs wrapped around the
I don't have the legs wrapped around anything. They're supposed to be standing on one on the table.
oh, that's actually on the table?
Yeah. The weight of the phone on the side of the stand is too much for it. I struggle with that. The only thing I know to do is put something underneath it, but I can't read the comments.
I'm trying to think. Because when I aim mine now to show what I'm coloring, it sits like that.
That stand is nothing like mine, though.
Mine's got a little bit longer legs.
I wonder.
Yeah, so yeah, unscrew it because mine, I've got it with, yeah, and then like loosen the knob and like roll it down. Just don't forget to tighten it back up.
Now that should work.
Yeah, that's it, because that's how I have mine. And I just recently learned that mine has settings on the side
Yeah, I don't have that. I wish.
to where it stands kind of high or it's spread out twice as wide.
There. Oh, no, it won't work. I remember now why it didn't work that way. This way.
Why?
Cannot adjust it to look down.
If you bend the legs, it falls.
Huh?
If you bend the legs, it falls. Like bend the front too, just a little.
You can't bend. It won't matter. It won't matter. My color pictures are less than 6 inches away from the camera.
Oh.
What I was doing was I was putting it here and then turning this down so you could see what I was doing.
You have that little upside down thing, shelf thing there, don't you? Still?
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention earlier. That's what I was saying. They're having the legs wrapped around that bar to support it, because that's what I do with the when I do my videos. I wipe it off or I put sticky notes on there. But I stick my stand on the screen. I hang it over the top of the computer screen. Right there. That's how I do my videos, but this, the way it sits, with the stand being right there, clipboard's right there, like it's yay far from it.
Good night, Harrison. So
I did not, John. I have not. I don't know. I'd have to play with it with your stand to make my brain work properly. I have not heard anymore, John, but since you finally decided to show up, I know you'll enjoy this. I'm not going to go all the way out there. I'm not going to go out there for long. I'm going to huff down a cigarette and then call it good, but I'm only going to smoke while I'm talking, basically. Because it's too damn windy. I didn't pay attention if I said it or not, but if I didn't, good night, Harrison. All right, hold please. Oh, this noisy ass trash man. Time I look around. This is what I got to drive to work today, John. Time I look around. See my face. Bet you have fun with that one. Be
right back. I gotta pee.
I'm gonna stand back behind the pole. I got to come to work in style tonight because I told Scotty he could keep the truck. No, I wish it was. I told her to. I tried to talk her into getting the Suburban, but it's just the Tahoe. It's a 2021 Tahoe. I honestly don't remember what she said her reason was for not getting the Suburban. I told her she should. The Suburbans look better, in my opinion. And here's what makes this thing even cooler. It's a 2021 Tahoe. It belongs to Scott's mom, if I didn't say that. It's a 21 Tahoe. She bought it in October of 2020. This thing only has 32,000 miles on it. And honestly, I think it's only had, in the 4.5 years she's had it, besides the rain, it's only had maybe 3 baths. Which all of them I did. It's only had a bath like 3 times, besides the rain. Oh no, it got drenched on Tuesday. I don't know how far that information has made it, but we had our weather guys, our local weather guys, the older folks The storm was adventure. Been around for 20 plus years. They said that they have never seen weather do. They've seen the weather do what it did this past Tuesday, but not 3 intense storms in 15 hours. Like the first storm that we had roll through about 4 a.m. Tuesday morning. About the time we found the truck gone. The only reason I found it gone at 4 o'clock in the morning is because the emergency alert on my phone went off, and I called Mom and my sister to make sure that they were awake and aware of what was going on, because they were her living in a mobile home and my sister living on the west side of Wichita, which was gonna get hit first by that storm. The emergency alert system set off the severe thunderstorm warning. I think it had something else added to that, with 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts coming in. She went to the bathroom, Alec. John, no, it's not black. It's like blue. It's like a blue color. It's like purple flake or green flake or something like that. I don't remember what she called it. It's windier than hell out here. Hang on. It's blue. Alec. She might be. Anyway. 1-hour winds. By the time it made it to about where she's at, where Mom's at, oh my God, my hair. What the hell is this? At the airport, which, I couldn't even tell you how far. It's not too far from her. The National Weather Service radar station is out there it's like fenced in with the airport, so that's where they recorded it. Initially, like later that day or the Wednesday morning, it came out as I think it was right after the storm. It came out with 101-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but then within 24 hours, it got changed to 102, which broke a record of 101 back in '93. That one came through and beat the hell out of everything. When did the second storm roll in?
About 7.
Yeah, the second one came in about 7. The other one came like right behind it, didn't it?
Yep, they were back to back. And then the third one came in, but it lost all of its gumption.
And those two were like 70 to 90-mile-an-hour winds. It obliterated everything. 3 weeks ago, Cheney Lake, which is the main water source for the city of Wichita, Cheney Lake 3 weeks ago was almost 9 feet below its average water level. And I think as of Wednesday afternoon, late Wednesday afternoon, it was 0.99 feet below average. From all this rain we've had.
And the draining still hasn't gone on.
Yeah, like the river is maxed out pretty much. Like the city of Wichita essentially has banned all river activities because of how high it is. It's flopping up over the sidewalk. The big ditch, which is our saving grace when it comes to flooding, it's I didn't even get to see the canal, the spillway or whatever in between 135. I didn't get to see it that day, but the big ditch
It was mostly full.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like 3 feet from the top. I've never seen it that full before. And I've lived here 50 years.
Yeah, it was. I think, if I remember right, they said it dumped
7 inches in one day.
That was the beginning of June. I'm talking. Tuesday was like 4.19 or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
4 point something for the day.
And that was all. All three of those storms lasted maybe an hour combined. It was like that first storm that went rolling through at 4 in the morning. I woke my kids up out of bed because it was coming from the northwest, moving southeast, and our house faces northwest. The front of our house faces to the northwest, and I woke the kids up and told them to just go play on their tablets in the dining room, because the dining room is on the back side of the house where the trees are not. Till that storm blew through. It only knocked dead branches out of our trees, but down and around the corner, it took half a tree and put it in the street. And as far as I know, it's still there. Like, big tree.
Oh.
It's a UFO. Give me a minute. I'll pull up the video from that Australia page.
I went live.
Oh, you did?
And told them about it. That evening. Goodness gracious.
And then that picture that somebody took is Seneca and Harry. Ooh.
My stomach is now nauseous.
There it goes. Nope. It's a UFO, Debbie. Sarcastically and more or less literally. It's getting on my nerves. Take it too long. This computer was off. It's happening up here. As
Why
far as
is the computer taking too long?
it was off.
Oh.
I currently have it just to get to work. We live with her, so it's just gonna go right back to the house. It's not like she's going anywhere And then I might take it again tomorrow night. I don't know. I've been off and on considering having
You've been what?
said I've been off and on debating with myself and the pros and cons, just racking my brain, contemplating telling Scott to just bring me to work before he goes to work Tuesday. And then he'd just hang out. Or I'll just hang out until he gets off.
Well, he's going to have to do something. You don't even go to work until 9, and he couldn't get up and make sure you got there? At 9? He should have been at work.
What are you talking about?
On Tuesday.
Nobody worked on Tuesday at the yard because of the weather.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Then you should have just left without him. You lost out those extra hours, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm talking about this coming Tuesday. Where is my internet?
Most people would not. You're not going to find it. We live in a big city. So chances of that pickup turning up again are like nil. Not going to happen.
There it goes. I'm not sure why I did that, but okay, whatever.
Hello, Noke. How long do you have that big Chevy, Tori?
That's what I was just talking about. It's gonna go back to the house. Hey, well, that's a problem.
Sorry about that, Farron. I'm sorry we're that boring. I knew we were boring, but I didn't realize we were that boring. And you and Nate fell asleep the other day. And then John claimed you as well. Tonight we've been pretty boring.
That might be an issue.
Why?
The internet's messed up or something.
Why?
Because I don't have internet on these computers.
That's not good. Oh, you mean kind of like a podcast? You can put it down and walk away?
Holy forehead.
Well, maybe we should. These lives are supposed to be just for fun, you know? But maybe we need to get it to where, first of all, I'm not nauseous. I don't even understand why I'm nauseous now suddenly.
Hang on.
Did you restart the computer?
I'm about to. Hang on. You're good.
Oh, where are you from, Nikki?
That was funny.
What?
She pulled the casino card out instead of her room key, and she couldn't get the door to work. Shit, really
Oh,
shit.
you're in the UK. Does your phone have internet?
Yeah, but that's Wi-Fi. These aren't.
No, you guys are definitely not boring. Tonight we've been pretty boring.
Oops.
Yeah, you've got a lot going on. You need to drink a lot of water, but you don't eat right. No, it's just a term that they use. It's a term they use across the pond, meaning across the ocean. I had no clue. Yeah. Are you in the United States, Noke? You're fine, Carolina. I guess you're doing the same thing that Noke was talking about. He does other things and just listens. Bonnet, not hoods. Petrol, not gas. Yeah, I get gas. I don't get petrol. Michigan, okay. So you're stateside too. These gnats are everywhere. I didn't say you weren't eating. I said you're not eating right. It is very hot here. I'm sitting here trying to decide how I'm going to go about getting this extra room cleaned out. But I can't move it into the extra front bedroom until I get that bedroom because I had that cat in there.
Mm-hmm.
Did not use that litter box like he should have. You open that door and you get and I'm like, no, I gotta shampoo this. Bugs everywhere. Yeah, I only have the windows open so the gnats come in. So I want to get that carpet cleaned up. All I'm gonna do is vacuum it and run the shampooer over it. But I know me. I'll move everything out of that room except for anything that belonged to Becca. So I put a message out to these girls. Is anyone brave enough to come and move Becca's stuff? Not an answer. I'm like, man, I don't want to do it.
Oh, this is dumb.
Yeah, I don't use nutritionists. Nutritionists would have my blood sugar at about a 10.0. You eat a lot of seafood, though, right? Nutritionists will tell you that you should eat a lot of fruits and veggies. But a nutritionist doesn't understand how diabetes works. And some people have hypersensitivity that they can't eat vegetables, the sweet ones, and fruits. Can't eat sweet fruits. And they're like, well, I wonder why. She did. She literally looked at me and said, I wonder why. There's a lot of natural sugar in it, lady. It raises your blood sugar. How in the hell do I know more than you? Oh, John. Who is Becca? Becca was my 14-year-old daughter who was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 14 and died 93 days later. They also tell you to eat a lot of red meat. Human beings shouldn't be eating a lot of red meat. It is fat proteins, which are not good for you. The proteins that our bodies need is in poultry and things like that. But it's not their fault. That's what they're taught on purpose. My doctor and I fight all the time. And I say fight, we argue a lot. And he'll go, I want to see this website. And then he'll go, I've never heard of anything like that. And I said, doctors in America are not taught the same things that the rest of the world are taught. I don't even trust American medicine anymore. When Australia is much more advanced with their medicine than we are, a lot of green vegetables has the nutrients away the longer you cook it. High sensitivity to vegetables and most foods. I eat only small selection of foods, and I mean small selection, very small selection. Processed food is our biggest enemy, but when you're eating red meat, what happens is your body is getting rid of magnesium, and your body must have magnesium, especially your heart. Your muscles need magnesium. But red meat depletes that. And in this country, the first thing I'll say to you is they make bank off of people being sick. So the goal is to make us sick. Yeah. That's why I don't trust the American health system anymore. Has nothing to do with insurance and all of that. They're dietitians. I couldn't believe the dietitian that told me that it was okay for my daughter to be eating things like Lucky Charms. And I looked at that lady and I said, "You're telling me that you want her to eat Lucky Charms, but her doctor says she has ADHD, but we need to eat sugary foods?" That's the problem. Starchy foods. It's ridiculous. So I cut out the red dyes and she calmed down like you wouldn't believe. And we didn't have a lot of information at our fingertips back then. Not to heal us, yes. I told my doctor he wanted me to take this diabetic medicine. He wanted to bump it up. He said, "It's doing really good." My A1C skyrocketed. And that medicine only brought it down from 7.9 to 7.2. And I said to him during the email conversation, "That's not a very big incentive to keep me on this crap." He says it was a low dose, so he wanted me to bump it up and take 2 30 minutes before I eat in the morning. Then I started puking and I said, "Nope, that's it." So I emailed him and told him, "Nope, this old lady is all about quality over quantity. I don't give 2 shits if I die in the next 2 years. I'm not taking that crap and spending every single day puking. Not doing it. That's why I won't take metformin. All I do is puke." Guitar grandma? I don't even have a guitar. Now I need to go get one. I need to go get me a toy guitar. I'm a guitar grandma.
They have a ukulele.
You've never heard of bone broth? Bone broth has got so many benefits. It's also really good for your animals. What'd you say, Tori?
What the hell was I saying?
Sorry.
Oh, Five
I'm so
Below.
rude.
You can get a ukulele from Five Below. A tiny guitar.
There's a Five Below that's behind work. And I'm like, man, I really need to go there one day. Christian goes, "You'll spend a lot of money you don't need to be spending." And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't remember you getting a say-so in the money that I spend."
Yeah, you can buy it. Just like the oh God, where's it at? It's like with like the chicken stock and all that stuff. It's
Yeah. And bone broth is the best. It's got a lot of salt in it. Got a lot of salt in it, but totally worth it if you're going to want to feel better. Ouch. Peanut brittle. I never did like that stuff.
I can't eat it.
I never really liked it at all. Yeah, drinking it like a tea is really good. I busted a fingernail at work doing the dishes. Now it's going to bug me.
Isn't it help desk that I got to call over the internet?
Oh, I don't know. They're going to ask you for your IP address. Well, that won't do them any damn good if it ain't working.
Yeah.
But you are going to have to call them and at least open a ticket, because if you don't have internet, you can't do your night audit, can't you?
Nope.
Every morning and before 30 minutes before each meal. Oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
Hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's real good for dogs and cats. Try that. I need something to make me stronger. So I have bone broth for my doggo, yeah. You've also got such a thing as blood meal. That's really good for your animals too. Um, yeah, going through chemotherapy treatment, you should be eating a lot of good proteins. That's what I was trying to explain to you that night. Out of the picture. I buy it in a can, but it's got to be in water, and Walmart usually has that. They put salt in there. It's regular salt, but not those additives. I don't eat wheat bread either. I can't eat it. I am sensitive to grains. Spikes my blood sugar. I'm like, well, I've always eaten wheat bread. No, now I have to eat white bread. And it drives me up a wall. I will not lie. Because I loved my wheat bread. Yeah, I was gonna. Sorry, I was gonna tell you that before Debbie said it.
I'm gonna smoke one more cigarette, and then I'm gonna have to part ways to call this stupid thing.
Real fella just posted on YouTube. They got hit by a tornado.
Who?
Real fella,
From here?
another truck driver. No,
Oh. I'm talking about like from it comes in the lives.
Harrison, you should already have your first paycheck. You told us you worked at Fairway a while back, so you should already have a first paycheck. And Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts make really great snacks when you need to have something on the run. Oh, she's got drama face.
That was weird. So, I thought I heard a kitten. Maybe it's just a bird. I don't know. It sounded like a kitten. Ugh.
Not a credit card.
If your paycheck goes into your bank account, it's a debit card.
No, but your parents can start a Cash App for you.
Yeah, if
Your
you're under
parents
18.
can start you can have your own Cash App account, and they can start it because you're a minor. They can start it, and it'll give you your own account number where your paychecks from your work can be deposited in there.
Yeah, like best way to explain that is I have a Cash App account myself with my my own account number, my own card number, all that. My 15-year-old has his own Cash App account, but it's linked to mine. Like I can see his stuff, access his stuff from my Cash App on my phone, or I can send money to him, and he's got his own account number and his own card and all that. But I have the ability to watch it.
It also gives parents convenience when they're at work or whatever. If their kids need, Cash App will send you a debit card, so you can only spend what you actually have in the account.
Yeah, Cash App is an app that's on your phone, and you get a card. You get to design it yourself, and it works just like a regular card.
Yeah, we'll let him know, Nikki. I'm glad to hear that.
For example, like this is the card to my actual bank account. This card and the other card, they do the exact same thing. Quite literally the exact same thing. Get off me! The only reason I use Cash App for my for my paycheck to direct deposit to is because I have a smaller, lesser known bank. She has it. She uses the same one. Having my check direct deposited into that bank account, I didn't get paid until like 2 a.m. on a Friday morning. But either way, it was still like Friday. On Cash App, it pops up on Wednesdays. It's just Cash App's a wider known. It's a bigger financial institution, so they process stuff faster than the bank that
Yeah,
we
you
use.
order it through the app, but your parents have to do it. You can't do that until you're 18 on your own, but your parents can start a Cash App for you.
Yeah, like if your parents if one of your parents has Cash App has their own Cash App account, they can go into I believe it's the family section, the family tab, and set up an account for you. Like it'll like send your phone a link or something to finalize setting up the account. But you get you get to choose what kind of cards you want, like what color, like they got glow in the dark, a solid black one, a solid white one. Your first card is free, and then they have the new style is like the one I just showed you. That one's only been out for like 4 or 5 months.
I just ruined this picture. That pisses me off.
But you get to personalize your card. Like the way my card looks, I made it look like that. Oh,
Well, welcome aboard, Nikki.
you get to personalize your card the way you want it to look. And once the Cash App system, once their system approves your design, because I learned that
Good
the hard
night,
way.
Debbie. Good night, Debbie.
Night night. Well, sort of. Once the system approves your card design, then they'll mail it out to you, and it'll work just like a debit card. And you can use the debit card for credit. Honestly, the technical difference between the two is debit is like an instant. I shouldn't laugh, but go ahead and laugh at my hair.
Oh my goodness.
With debit, it's an instant
Now
purchase.
with debit, you can only, your credit line, so to speak, is only what you have.
Yeah, but like it's like a more or less an instant thing. Like it instantly pulls the money. Credit takes a day or two for it to actually process. And running stuff credit usually costs companies wherever you're purchasing it costs them money to process it.
So does debit card anymore. Oh, you didn't see his nose?
Oh.
That's the problem with my hands. These fingers don't have feeling. This finger and part of this finger don't have feeling. So it'll fall before I realize. I've done that to several different pictures.
Miss. It's just a pine needle falling out of an oak tree.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Credit cards are bad. They're a bad idea. They'll get you into some financial mess that you really can't get out of unless you're financially well off. And if you're financially well off, you don't need a credit card to begin
Yeah.
with.
I used to have a bunch of credit cards. When I was married to the kids' dad, I had 11 credit cards. He's only 14, 15, something like that.
Oh, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm gonna have to jump off of here and call
Okay.
this. I have not called him in at least a year. I was doing good.
Yeah, it's 3:19. I gotta get going.
Yeah, I
But
gotta figure out what to do because
go do your thing, everybody. I'm gonna go to bed. Wake up and choke in the morning. I'll tell you what, I didn't have a problem till I got sick. Now I'm like, but anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. We will be back tomorrow night. Tonight. So hopefully you get things fixed, Tori. And we'll see everybody later. Have a good one. Peace.